Hi everyone. What an honour it is to give the very first chair's introduction for the Coastal Navigators Network Prospectus. This report sets out the shared priorities and future ambitions of an area that represents nearly 20% of the country's population. That's not just a number, that's a very powerful voice. A heartfelt thank you to the 6 Coastal Navigator locations. Your dedication, insight and energy are what have made this happen. And a special word of thanks to Professor Bola Alawabi, NHS England's lead for health inequalities, and Professor Ed Garrett, the Chief Executive Officer of SNE ICB. Your national leadership has helped bring this whole network to life. The Coastal Navigators Network was launched in 2024 as a community of practice, bringing together 6 integrated care boards and NHS England with a shared purpose: reducing health inequalities in coastal communities. For the first prospectus, we've zeroed in on a critical issue: economic inactivity. Now, that's not the only story, of course, but it's the most consistent thread we've seen across all 6 places. And importantly, it's one of the few areas where the solution doesn't have to be imposed from above, it can start from within. Let's be honest, our coastal communities didn't get here by accident. Many were once thriving, bustling with seasonal work, tourism, local industry. But times change, the jobs moved on, and what we've been left with are communities full of resilience, character and potential, but with fewer pathways into the new economy, especially in the care, energy and digital sectors. Right now, we have employers with vacancies and people without jobs. And we all know the connection. If you're unemployed, you're 5 times more likely to be in poor health. So here's our opportunity. By creating inclusive, supported pathways into health and social care roles, we can tackle 2 big challenges at once: a workforce shortage and poor health outcomes. Whether it's housing issues in Bexhill, youth drug use in Felixstowe, or suicide prevention in Thanet, it's clear. Employment isn't separate from health, it's embedded within it. So this is the right place to start. Let's share what's working, let's avoid reinventing the wheel. We've already seen great momentum with programs like Connect to Work, and with more flexibility and resources now on the table, the time is now for coastal areas to go further, faster. But here's the challenge. Many of the key levers are still sitting inland. For example, in combined authorities that don't always include coastal voices. That's why the Coastal Navigator Network matters. That's why visibility matters. We want to make sure these 55 coastal towns are recognised and resourced and not left behind. The work on economic inactivity gives us a solid foundation. We're just 8 months in, but we know the journey continues alongside other major priorities like housing, workforce and care technology. It's all connected and it's all essential to building a healthier, more resilient future for our coast. Now, the CNN doesn't claim to have all the answers, but we want to help shape them, share them, and support those already making a difference. The examples in this prospectus come from real places facing real challenges and led by brilliant, committed local teams. Our role is to amplify their efforts and help connect the dots. And finally, let me say this: behind every statistic, every program, every policy, are people. People who are quite frankly spinning straw into gold every single day. This prospectus is a tribute to them. It's a snapshot of what's possible and a starting point for much more to come. Thank you for watching, and thank you to everyone working to build a healthier, fairer future for our coastal communities.